a service of CNC Worldwide.
The Daily is a service of CNC News and Jib Jab Greetings. I'm Bud Lowell. AccuWeather forecast right across the top of your CNC local news pages. Construction work starts Monday at the site of the I-Square project in Arundequoit after some preliminary digging last week to make sure of the location of the underground utilities. Developer Mike Nolan says work will be going ahead this week along Titus Avenue on the new commercial and residential project. The Arundequoit Town Board signed off on a 25-year tax abatement deal to let the project move forward. It's been a while since we've looked at the American Automobile Association's fuel gauge report. It turns out that AAA confirms what we've been noticing at the gas pumps. Prices have been dropping. Monday's average for the five-county Rochester region is $3.83 a gallon, down a penny from Sunday, down 3 cents per gallon from a week ago, and that is a 9-cent drop over the last 4 weeks. Stations can be found selling in the $3.74 range on the west side, where the prices tend to be lower. The current local average is actually less than the statewide average for once. And last year at this time, gas was well over $4 per gallon in the Rochester area. The Auto Club's national office says it's still too soon to say whether retail prices have peaked for the spring, but AAA continues to predict that the national average will crest lower than recent years. New York Attorney General Eric Schneiderman visited a Rochester gun show over the weekend and used the occasion to announce new agreements with gun show operators. Schneiderman worked with the organizers of some major New York State gun shows on a set of model gun show procedures that all agreed to implement. Organizers of shows downstate and in western New York have now signed on as well. The Attorney General says that means 26 gun show operators putting on at least 55 shows around the state this year will follow those rules. The model procedures are supposed to make sure that legally required background checks are completed on every sale of a gun and that no parking lot sales take place under the radar. Each gun that comes in from a private collector is tagged. After the show, the operators can determine how many guns were sold, if the instant background check was done, and if there are any discrepancies. Schneiderman says responsible gun owners, gun show operators, and his office all want the same thing, to make sure that people who shouldn't have guns can't get them so easily. State police in Canandaigua are investigating a grim discovery in an Ontario County park Sunday afternoon. Police say the East Bloomfield Fire Department was called for a car fire in East Bloomfield in a wooded area near the entrance to Boughton Park. They found an SUV engulfed in flames, and when dousing the fire, they found the body of an adult man in the driver's seat. State police have not yet released the dead man's identity. Multiple fire companies around the greater Rochester area were called out for brush fires over the weekend, and they're warning that even though the snow just melted, things are pretty dry, and with the windy conditions we've had, burning brush can quickly get out of hand. Firefighters went out early Sunday for a brush fire at a home on East Transit Church Road. They got that one out quickly. Monroe County Firewire says multiple West Side companies went out to fires in Orleans and Genesee counties. The high winds on Sunday also fanned the fires and a house fire in the Orleans County town of Murray. That Sunday afternoon fire wrecked that house, and it was a tough challenge because of winds gusting to 50 miles per hour. The Hilton Fire Department was out Saturday for a fire at a vacant house that was being remodeled after someone spotted smoke coming from the roof. Hamlin also responded. Hilton says there was considerable damage to that house from a fire that broke out in the kitchen. They're investigating the cause. An Orleans County man is in guarded condition at Strong Memorial Hospital after stepping in front of a moving car early Sunday. The Monroe County Sheriff's Department says 22-year-old Matthew Adema of Albion was walking across Lake Road in Clarkson about 3 in the morning when a northbound car hit him. Witnesses told deputies Adema stepped in front of the car and the driver did not have time to react. There was some evidence Adema had been drinking before the accident. The driver was sober and no ticket was issued. They're not as exotic as the Canada lynx that were announced as new additions to the Seneca Park Zoo last week, but they're favorites with the children. 2 new goat kids have been born at the zoo. Monroe County says the goat kids are both males and were born to one of the zoo's resident goats, Princess. Another goat named Pansy is also pregnant and expected to deliver soon. Both goats are on loan from farmer Linda Shelley of Spencerport. They're living at the zoo's Maasai Village exhibit until fall. Links to these and other stories are to the left of the player window, and at the bottom of the page you'll find links you can use to post news, information, and your thoughts directly to us. Share what you've seen and what you captured on your cell phone, and the next news is as it happens. Updates are as necessary. You can help us be the judge of that by what you share with us. I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.